Today I'm testing treats that should not exist. These desserts are so over the top and extra, I need to find out. Are they actually amazing or are they built to blow up TikTok? So let's find out if all that craziness actually makes them better or if it's just sugary chaos. Starting with this. Apparently, this is not a milkshake, it's a freak shake. And by the looks of it, it's a whole birthday celebration in a cup. Holy moly, they're coming in hot, it just keeps going. But I got my cup right here, so let's cool this down with the milkshake. So they start by making the milkshake. I figured out that milkshake is basically just ice cream and milk. Wow. So here I'm using a cake batter ice cream. I'm not entirely sure what kind of ice cream they use or what they put in their milkshake, but since it's a birthday cake, we're gonna add this birthday cake ice cream, some milk, and let's add a little bit of birthday cake. My birthday cake will always have a strawberry frosting on it. And let's blend it up. That's a thick shake. And this is where things get crazy. So we have a mason jar and we don't just pour in the milkshake. We're gonna take some frosting, slather the top with some frosting, and then roll it into sprinkles. Once that's done, oh my gosh. Why though? I've seen salt rimmed, I've seen sugar rimmed. Can't say I've ever seen frosting and sprinkles rimmed, but it looks kind of cool. But the cup decoration doesn't end there, because now we have to add some color to the glass. I have some candy melt, and now we'll just add some swirls into the jar. The messier the better, I guess. And they don't do just one color, they do two. Ooh, that looks like a celebration, all right. Now we add in our milkshake. Just when I thought that might be good enough, nope, we left some room so that we can add some whipped cream. Extra creamy. Whoa. Remember when I said it was a whole birthday celebration? What birthday is complete without some birthday cake? Because we're adding a whole slice right on top, more candy melt and sprinkles, and to top it all off, one final scoop of ice cream. I mean, at this point, it just needs some more sprinkles. Somebody said, how do you even eat that? I'm not entirely sure, but I think we're gonna start with the spoon and work our way down. If you like extra frosting on your cake, well, it's your lucky day. I mean, who doesn't love birthday cake? Somebody else said. It ain't my birthday, but now I really wish it was because this looks fire. And I'll tell you if the milkshake portion is or not. We're going in. Hey! That's a sugar rush. And I'm gonna have to say this was over the top crazy, but for a birthday, it is pretty special and I would assume you'd want to share with some friends. So I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10. This next one looks like one of the craziest cakes in New York City. Except so many people complained and said it's like a whole lot of icing with a pinch of cake. Honestly, I think it looks like a Dr. Seuss cake, but somebody else called it cake soup. So let's make it. So this cake actually looks pretty tall to me. So I'm gonna start by layering my bottoms. Get a touch of frosting in there to keep it in place. Layer 1, layer 2. Oh, this buttercream is so good. 3, oh, the cake is getting wobbly. 4, oh man guys, I don't know, it's starting to get pretty wobbly. And going sideways, this might be my last layer, even though I was planning for 5. But to keep it from becoming the Leaning Tower of pizza, we're gonna stabilize it with some boba straws. See what I mean? Now I'll just cover the rest of the cake with icing. Got my frosting in a bag. Let's pipe and frost. My goal is to make it super smooth and perfect like the cake that they brought out. I'm hoping I have enough buttercream to frost this whole cake. I'm down to my last layer and this is all I have left. Come on. You can do this. You got it. Oh my gosh, I did get it. Just a little bit more. Okay, now let's smooth everything out. Not bad, not great, but this is gonna be my final touch to get it nice and smooth. All right. It looks like a perfect roll of toilet paper. But now I have to set it in the fridge to let it get nice and firm before we move on to the next step. Now that I'm looking at their cake, I think mine is a lot bigger. After all these treats, I didn't think it could get much more creative, but I was wrong because apparently a donut's not good enough until it's wrapped inside of a chocolate chip cookie. Thing about me is that I'll always have a log of my world's best chocolate chip cookie dough in the fridge, ready to go. They start by taking some cookie dough, flattening it out, placing it on the baking tray, and then adds the donut. Flattens another piece of cookie dough, places it right on top, and I guess we just wrap it like a bagel. It's like a knead dough. Get it? Knead dough. Kind of. Okay, if you guys are gonna try this, I definitely recommend thawing out your cookie dough a little bit because it's a little bit hard to work with when it's cold. All right, somebody in the comments called this a dookie. Get it? A donut, cookie, dookie. Finally gives me a chance to say dookie. But our dookie's ready to bake, and let's see if it's gonna hold its shape. So while our dookie's baking, let's go ahead and make the glaze that goes on top. Yeah, of course there's a glaze. You guys thought it would just be like that? I've heated up some heavy whipping cream, and here I have some chocolate chips that I'm just gonna make a ganache. Pour in the whipping cream, let it sit for about a minute, and then we just stir. That looks just about right. I think it's time to pull out our dookie. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be honest, I was a little scared that the cookie dough would not hold its shape and would just kind of fall off the donut, but it looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna let it cool completely before we do our next step. Now let's pour our chocolate ganache right on top of the cookie. My chocolate looks more like a frosting than a glaze, but let me add some white chocolate glaze to this and top it off with some crumbled Oreo bits. Final touch, boom. Now let's cut it open and see what's inside. Oh my goodness. This is decadent. I don't even see the donut anymore. Wow. I see the donut peeking out right here. Oh my gosh, this is the most decadent thing I've ever had. Now this is something you definitely need milk for. You know, I wasn't exactly sure where this was gonna go, but after taking that one bite, in which I feel like this is a one bite kind of dessert anyways, the flavor of the glazed donut gives it that unique sweetness that you can only get from a glazed donut paired with the chocolate chip cookie. It's an amazing combination, plus all the chocolate on top. I probably could have done without the Oreos, but overall, donut and chocolate chip cookie is kind of a match made in heaven. Extra, yes, but this one's gonna get 8 out of 10. Our cake buttercream is pretty much firm to the touch now, so it's ready to be iced. They use what looks like a candy melt ganache, so I'm going to melt these down, and hopefully we'll be able to layer the cup and then pour it all over the cake just like they did. I'm just gonna create a candy melt rainbow. That's a murky looking green. Good thing I have backup. Now to melt these down, I saw this hack on TikTok where you're supposed to be able to add hot water to melt them, and they make the perfect fluid drizzle later. So I've got my pot of hot water here, and each one's gonna get a little bit of a hot bath. I sure hope this works. Okay, the pink is looking nice and melty. Let me give it a stir. Still a little hard at the bottom. I'm gonna give them all a quick stir. This is one of those recipes where I just have to trust the process because I don't know if this is actually gonna turn out. It looks watery, clumpy, all at the same time. Maybe I'll switch off to a whisk. Oh, much better. Yes, oh my gosh, it's actually coming together. Whoa, it looks just like theirs. Perfect, now let's do the rest. Our icing's ready to go, and they actually pour all the colors in this huge cup in layers. But here's the thing, I don't actually trust that it's going to layer and not melt into each other and then turn brown. So I'm gonna do a quick test. Let's add some blue and then the yellow. Does it layer or do they just melt into each other? I guess you can say it kind of layers. Okay, our test says it does layers, so I'm gonna try it. Let's pour the pink. I'm gonna pour it over the spatula so it doesn't become one. Is it working? Yellow. I can't believe it layers. This is actually so cool. Oh no, the yellow kind of sunk into the orange on this side. Okay, we'll do just a little bit of green. And the blue. And here goes. Let it pour. Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's like a crazy tie-dye. Oh my gosh. They just pour it straight on, but I'm trying to go for more of a circular pattern. All the other colors just end up melting into the plate. And yeah, I would say the cake to icing ratio is just about balanced now. But let's try a piece and see if it's any good. There's a lot going on, and while I will never say no to cake and I think every single cake is good, this one probably tastes more like supermarket cake, which does the job but not the best. Should this recipe exist though? I don't know, the pouring was kind of fun, but definitely a little bit chaotic and extra. 6 out of 10. Today is a good day for food because Goldbelly just shipped me 2 boxes of legendary eats, and I've been waiting all day to get them. I've actually used Goldbelly so many times in my videos. Everything from Michelin rated Korean barbecue to sushi cake. I even got a birthday cake from Goldbelly one time. So I already know these are gonna be good. Let's see what we got here. This time I got Guy Fieri's trash can nachos, a literal trash can, and Junior's cheesecake from Junior's, both shipped straight to my door. And that's what I love about Goldbelly. You can get the most iconic foods from famous spots all over the country, shipped anywhere nationwide, which makes it feel way more special than your usual DoorDash or even HelloFresh night. We're going down to Flavor Town. I love that it lets me try foods I normally wouldn't be able to get locally, and these two are such fun ones. These nachos are so over the top. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! So if you're looking for that perfect gift for mom or dad or want to impress your friends and family with an epic meal next time you host, go to goldbelly.com to get free shipping and 20% off your first order with my promo code Honeysuckle. That's goldbelly.com. Use code Honeysuckle to get free shipping and 20% off your first order. This next one is that viral cat pudding that actually looks more like a Taba squishy than a dessert. It's so soft and jiggly, I just want to squish it. But it's supposed to be a panna cotta, and for this one, we can absolutely play with our food. Okay, so she starts by blooming her gelatin. So I already have some water in here, and I'm just gonna add my gelatin powder. Give it a quick stir so it evenly hydrates. So while that's blooming, we're gonna heat up some milk. I have some half and half in here, which is half milk, half cream. It gives it a nice bouncy texture. Then I'm gonna sweeten it up with some sugar. Now I'm just gonna give it a stir, and then we just have to bring it up to a light steaming boil. I'm not really trying to boil it, we just need to see some steam coming out, which I think I do. So now it's time to add in our gelatin. Turn the heat off and then add. Keep stirring until the gelatin dissolves. And I think I'm gonna flavor mine with a little bit of vanilla extract. Our milk is ready, but I found that cute little cat mold right here, and now we're just gonna fill it up. That looks good. Now I just have to be sure to pop any air bubbles. And now all we have to do is pop it in the fridge and let it set for a few hours. I still have a lot of mixture left over. And since this does remind me of a Taba squishy, you know what we have to do? I'm gonna make a jiggly paw. But I was thinking we could have a little bit of fun with this one and make it colorful. I have some strawberry syrup here, and we're gonna be making a strawberry layer. I'm gonna take my dropper and fill in the paw pads. Again, we just have to pop any air bubbles. Now I'm just gonna pop it in the freezer to let it set while we work on our next layer. Now, are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? You know what would be good with strawberry is matcha. If this ends up working, this might be the best Taba squishy in the world. Now let's pour it into our milk. Beautiful. Quick stir. Our pink layer is ready, and now I'm gonna add the matcha layer. I don't really want to risk mixing it into the pot, so I'm gonna pour it over a spatula. And into the fridge this goes. Our squishies are ready. Even just in the mold right here, I can already tell they're gonna be good. But let me go ahead and loosen them up a little bit. And now, let's hope this works. It looks so cute even from the bottom. I'm honestly super scared of messing this up, so it worked. Oh my goodness. But now the cat. Oh my god. Wait, we have to do one more thing. They always decorate their cats with some sesame seeds. So you need little eyes and maybe a little nose. So since this cat pudding is very viral, I've also seen a lot of cafes serve it with the strawberry sauce. So we're gonna put it in a little strawberry pond. This is just some strawberry puree that I made earlier. And now, you know what time it is. Somebody said, this is what Jason Derulo's Wiggle was about. Somebody else said, I'd be playing with this for hours instead of eating it. Honestly, same. And not just playing with it, because I've also seen videos of people feeding it. Yes, feed the food more food. Meow. This is unhinged, you guys. But wait, one more thing I have to do. Ready? I'm gonna slap it. Smack it. Smack that. Oh, on the foot. Smack that. Give me. Okay, but I bet you guys are all wondering what it actually tastes like, so let's find out. Whoa. It's like silky smooth, jiggly, but we already knew that. It just melts in your mouth. It's soft, it's puddingy, it's slightly sweet with the strawberries. Oh my gosh. Let's try the matcha one. This one has an even better jiggle, if that's even possible. Oh my gosh. This might be my new favorite way to have strawberry matcha. Edible, jiggly, squishy animals deserve to exist. 10 out of 10. Just when we thought that Dubai chocolate trend couldn't get any crazier because people have made brownies, cheesecake, cookies, someone thought it would be a good idea to turn it into a full-blown dessert burger. People in the comments even said, this has gone too far. And it's easily one of the craziest desserts I've ever seen. So let's see if it should actually exist. And from the looks of the burger buns, I'm guessing it's a macaron shell, so let's make them. Good thing we had practice from last week's video when Cat's Eye made it. So I'm gonna be using Baby Laura's recipe again. We're just gonna sift the almond flour, cocoa powder with the powdered sugar. So in the last video, her recipe didn't actually turn out, but I did repipe them and let them sit, and they formed the shell and baked beautifully. Everything's nice and fluffy. Now let's just give it a good mix. Dry ingredients are done. Now let's whip up our egg whites. Okay, it looks good. Like a marshmallow fluff. Now I'm gonna pour half of the almond flour mixture into the egg whites and mix it, and then do it again until it's thoroughly mixed. It's so foamy. Okay, semi came together. Now the second. My goal this time is to not overmix. I feel I stopped at the right time in the last video, so I'm just looking for like a lava consistency. I think we're there. Okay, let's pour the mixture into our piping bag. And now let's pipe our big burger buns. I feel like that looks good. Now let's give it a quick bang to get the air bubbles out and for it to settle. I'll let these sit for about 15 minutes to form a shell while we work on our brownies and Dubai filling. For the Dubai filling, which I feel like is mostly just the karaif and the pistachio cream, we're gonna start by adding some butter to a pan, let it melt, and then I'll dump in my karaif, let it get nice and golden brown. Okay, it's a nice and beautiful golden brown. Now I'm gonna transfer it into a bowl. To mix this up, I need tahini, which is like a sesame butter, makes it nice and nutty. And of course, pistachio cream. Mix it all up. Mine's not quite as green as his, but this looks pretty good. And then he forms it into like a burger patty shape. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Straight in the bowl. And I'm gonna pop it in the freezer to let it sit. And now let's make the brownie patty. I feel like this is the right size for my burger, so I'm gonna use this as a mold. I hope I can get it out in one piece. Yay! But let's form our burger patty real quick. Perfect. Now, I think it's time to pop in our macaron shell. Everything is ready. It's time to assemble. This is the macaron shell. I cooled it all the way down and it'll be my bottom bun. Second order of business, our pistachio cream, a nice big dollop. Now we place on our burger patty, brownie burger. And for the crunchy filling, the karaif. Look at that, it's perfect. And probably the wildest part to this whole thing is the ice cream slice that he places right on top. And I saw this hack where you can make your ice cream pint fit perfectly on top of something like this. Or any ice cream sandwich. I'm gonna cut right through the carton. Now the question is, will it fit? Oh yeah. I have our top macaron bun, and the final step is just to drizzle it with some chocolate. And that is my smash Dubai burger dessert. I'm not even entirely sure how you would dig into it, but he does cut it in half, which kind of pains me because this is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is really hard to cut into because there's so many layers, but we did it. Look at all those layers. Somebody said this is getting out of hand. Yes, but I want it. I'm not gonna complain because this looks amazing. Very, very sweet, yes. Different textures coming together and the flavor, oh my god, it's so good. But what's next? Dubai pizza? Somebody said. Next, they're gonna make a Dubai house with a car in the driveway. I won't be able to make that, but maybe a secret room instead. 8 out of 10. But if you like this video, go watch me test other TikTok recipes that should not exist. Bye!